Okay, so we're gonna watch Phoenix. And he's gonna be playing against somebody that I don't know yet. It's gonna be coming up right now. Just wait for the renderer. Okay, so we're gonna watch... Oh my god, how am I gonna pronounce that one? I'm not even gonna try. Mamudug Urbanyundugun. Dugdun. Yeah. As close as it can be, I guess. So we're gonna watch Phoenix. For the third time, I'm gonna say that. Playing as Italians. Against Teal. Playing as Glorias. Phoenix is a 700 player here. So we're just gonna... Can you guys see, by the way? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys can see. Just gonna make this one 2 HP press 2 here. So in case there is something wrong, if I upload it. Sorry about that. Okay. So we're just gonna watch the normal start opening. Instantly find the zebras. So that is very nice. Goaria start with the mill. Because they are Goarias, right? Also find the zebras pretty fast. I was very lucky I didn't go back there. Just gonna take it a little bit faster here. Because the opening is at 1700, it's gonna be pretty good for both, I guess. Only thing now it's a little bit more extra idle time here. 7 on food. I mean, it can work, but I would prefer to have 6. That's a normal standard, right? So this indicates that we're gonna go with the man-at-arms. Which is not bad. Probably might be the right call, because you kind of want to break the mill, right? Breaking the mill for Guarias is like very, very huge. So like even here you can almost motivate going for like 4 man-at-arms just to get this one down. Because then they need to have like farms, and they cannot go that heavy into archers, and then can go for archers yourself. And you have 1 more pierce armor as the archers here. If you get the extra +1 pierce armor, then you're gonna have a really good time fighting archers against archers. And it's hard for them to go skirms because you broke the mill, right? So not only do they need to add more farms, they also need to like buying skirms with them. This is like double yikes. Okay, that one, yeah, he's thinking about it. Mechanic-wise, you can tell that he already understands how the game works. Four man-at-arms. I mean 4. So he's gonna go with a 2+2 maybe. Maybe not that efficient though. I think a normal 3 would have been better here. So you can get the man-at-arm upgrade a little bit faster and then break it faster. Because 2 militia sitting here is gonna take forever to break. Oh. Damn those onions, man, I hate it. Oh, every time. Watery eyes and everything like that. Second lumberjack's camp. Okay. It's gonna click up now. Clicking up at the same time. It's actually very good for going 4 on wood. This guy is stuck. Going 5 on wood that you can afford to like click up that early is actually pretty impressive. Like 18 workers. I think you need more on wood though. Like normally you have like 7 on when you click up. This is gonna be catastrophic for you. You're gonna be lacking wood here like crazy. Like you go for a mining camp now, yeah, that makes sense. It feels like you're gonna be lacking things here though. I'm not sure, maybe the 5 is right if you're just gonna be going very heavy and not adding a range. Like you can never add a range now because You're gonna need a mill here when these guys run out. Okay. Can understand if you add this one as a wall, right? Like one palisade here, and then there's a couple here. It makes sense if you do it like if your logic is that it makes sense. This is not good though. That is very bad actually. Very, very bad. I think this guy should just be standing here, watching if he walls or not. And if he walls now, then you can run in and harass him so you make sure that you can get there. Because now he's gonna see you man-at-arms, right? So now he's just gonna have a house here. And you cannot get in. Exactly. Says let's know everything about this. So now your man-at-arms are totally useless. Instead of just standing here, make sure that he doesn't wall, right? There was no point for you to stand here. Because as soon as he clicks up, he's gonna take his camel and send it to your scout there. So instead of going in here with 3 men-at-arms and a full health scout, you're basically locked out now. And you're gonna be... If you're unlucky, you're not gonna do any damage with these ones. And then it should be just purely as a win for Guarias in this case, I believe. Very unfortunate. Also, if you had a scout here, you can always block the house, right? But like just harassing the villager when he's building like this palisade, you're never gonna be able to do this when you have a scout hitting you. Okay. Maybe you can find some damage, I don't believe it though. Getting an archer though, that is pretty nice. You actually have 4 things behind this one, that is crazy, man. With having that little on wood and actually be able to afford the farms. Like 4 farms on that range. Kind of impressive. That is a dead villager. Oh, it's not a dead villager. Here you can even like... It's hard when it chases you though, but you can send them back and like come from another direction. Because it's very hard to go in when you have like 2 archers blocking your path in, right? Yeah, micro-wise I really like this. You are losing when you do like that. When you do sideways like that, they are gonna catch up with you if they just move in a straight path, right? Because you're moving like zigzag. So that is probably not the best thing to do if you know what I mean. Here you can hit the camel. Please hit the camel. No, you hit the lion instead. You could almost kill the camel there if you hit the right target. Okay, so fletching for both. You're a little bit behind, but this is like basically the mill thing here, right? You do have a cheaper uptime, so that kind of makes up for it. Here I would probably like to see walling like this instead. Because you are gonna add more farms, right? It's gonna be a little bit annoying. And since you're archers against archers now, even like all this, he has a big army, right? It's almost like I want to have this upgrade as well here. 3 ballistics for the opponent is standard when you play archers. Not a very good trade. Yeah, now it's fully walled though, so now it's gonna be hard. You're already up though, so that is very nice. That is actually very, very nice. The thing you could do now, because you don't want to lose the archers, right? Is that you just stay back home, and then you wait until you have like 1 minute left, and then you go out with all of your archers. Not going skirms here is not good. The skirm doesn't make any sense if you're gonna be up earlier than he is. I know you want to get against these, but at the same time he has light cab, right? like crossbows can deal with, even though he has bigger masses, you can deal with light cav and crossbows better than having skirms that can only deal with these guys. Then it's better to just go crossbows, and then you go for like a mangonel. So the crossbows can deal with the light cav, and then you just have, if he has like 40 crossbows and you have 20, then you have like 1 or 2 mangonels to deal with the, just playing defensive, right? Here you see exactly what I mean. Now you lost 3 crossbows for no reason. So that was a pretty bad move. Like imagine if you had like 10 crossbows, 10 archers here now. You go out with them now and you get the upgrades. Then you're gonna be, when you're coming like here, you're gonna have 10 crossbows against this one. You're gonna totally run over them. You're gonna one-shot everything. And then you just stand with the crossbows here. You block his gold. You break in. Or you break in somewhere here. And it's pretty much gonna be GG. Because, like, look, he hasn't even clicked up yet. He's actually playing very poorly with the macro eyes here. Like, now you're getting a crossbow upgrade for, like, free archers. Doesn't make any sense. If he would have been on, like, 100% archers, and you know that he has a death ball of, like, 25, then it makes more sense to go, like, if you're only gonna play, like, defensive, because you know that you have an eco lead or something, then you could probably go for, like, skirms. But then you don't want to get the crossbow upgrade, so this doesn't make any sense. It kind of felt like you had like very, very good win here, but you're kind of throwing everything in your transition here with units. I think it's kind of like you need to look at both the units, right? I thought your brain functioning was pretty much, he has more archers, so I need to get skirms so I can survive, right? But then it's just gonna get more light cav instead, and then it's just gonna snipe your skirms, and then you're gonna be forced to sit in your base for the entire game. Or at least that is what that is my logic behind it. Because look here now, if you had like 8 crossbows, like you would have one-shot these guys, and then you just keep going home, you keep the distance, you shoot these guys as well. But now you have like 4 crossbows. So these guys can kill all of your skirms. Then now, like, you took a bad trade anyways. You see, as soon as you get like, even like only 6 of them, he's forced to get back. You see how easy it is when you have like only 7 of them. You kill like all of his archers here. Here you need to focus. Perfect. You even have ballistics, so that is nice. Here you could probably stand here if he comes with a swarms right there. So only one can hit. I mean, the swarms right there are so fucking bad in my opinion. You get these guys here. I just want to watch the micro here really slowly. I think you're doing a very good job with your like unit control. Like if you sent back these guys as well and you didn't add the skirms, you would have like 12, 15 crossbows now. That would melt in here, and then you just block this one and he's GG because he doesn't have gold. He actually has some gold here. Like eco-wise, like you're miles ahead here. You're missing horse color also, that is very, very bad. Especially now when you want to add more farms, right? Always click horse color on your way up to Castle Age. It's easy to forget, but it's like... it's a must, to be honest. Otherwise you're gonna fail yourself that you're lacking wood every single... like the entire game. You're gonna like, why am I lacking wood? And then you're gonna, after you resign, you're gonna realize that, oh, I didn't have horse color. But this is like massive, to be honest. Like here, you could probably also add like a couple of monks, right? To deal with these guys. Like 2 monks is gonna make all of the difference when they take this fight here. Killing the farms is annoying as fuck as well, so that's good. You're actually thinking about the monks, so I like that. Macro-wise, yeah, we're doing pretty good. We could add a little bit more farms, maybe. But consider the amount of damage we're doing, it's very, very nice. Okay, I think we can go normal speed. I'll check the clock because I need to go to a meeting 1 o'clock. Here I would have loved to like add siege or something. So you can like force him down. Like 1 ram here would kill a lot of things, or just mangonels. Like mangonel here, denying the wood line, getting the town center. Because you already know what his tactic is. He's gonna be like flooding you with these guys. So the thing you need to do now is that like you know that he's going for an anti-archer, right? It's very obvious when you see the flags and you see like only Swanch Riders. Then you need to have a counter behind it. Like 4 or 5 monks. Or just go back with this one and then get more damage later on. Otherwise the risk is that he's gonna be running over you now. Which is gonna be totally catastrophic because then you have no army left. These take quite... This is a pretty huge numbers, right? Like 4 or 5 monks here, converting these guys and just sniping these ones with his own cavalry would have been really nice. A little bit, maybe a little bit much idle time here for... The game hasn't been that chaotic, so... Yeah, I smell that this is gonna go very bad for you. Because you're standing exactly like a line. So as soon as you stop and he shoots, you're gonna like take damage on all of these guys. Okay, but our opponent is not attacked for some reason. Yeah, this is very bad. It kind of worked out exactly like I was telling you there. You lost your entire army and he still has his entire army left. You could also have added pikes here when you see that. Like, it's so obvious that it's gonna go for, like, only these guys, right? And the thing the opponent probably should do now is just raid your economy, and you should be dead. Yeah, he's had a siege. It was a conversion. I was, like, converted for, like, 1 year there. Okay, so now we're in a very bad position. You went for like winning an entire game with 20 vills ahead to like losing the game with 1 bad fight. And if we have a anti-archer unit, the thing we should do is probably add more ranges, right? Mangonels and anti-archer range. Anti-archers, and we go for 2 more ranges. And a mangonel. And these guys dodge as well. Probably not the right call. I would probably not have made that call, but... I mean, a solid thing here is just for you to click up, to be honest. Just click up and get Arbalests. And then you can probably take it from there. I would have cancelled these ones. Just clicking up right now. Then you play very, very defensive, you get Arbalests, and then you're gonna shoot these guys, because they have like no health. 75 health. No pierce armor, basically. Like, you get the numbers up here, you're gonna one-shot everything. And then you try to get, like, helps for long term. Like, the Arbalest defensive, and then go for Halberdiers late term if he keeps doing these shenanigans. The thing with Arbalest is that you can actually kill these guys as well. Because now you could argue that, okay, I'm just gonna go pikes instead. But it's a little bit harder when he has, like, siege behind it, right? Like, the possibilities are infinite here. And the only possibility that I don't like is, like, keep going with a unit that are getting counter Scorpions and this unit. He could have worked if you had like 40 crossbows and you had like 10 of these guys and 1 scorpion, but like he has more cavalry than you have archers at the moment. Also, these guys dodge the manual shot. So you see now, they're not taking any damage. Because they dodge 5 projectiles, I believe. This is 1 projectile. So mangonels are gonna be completely useless against these guys. Sorry for being a little bit runny in my nose. I mean, Schwarzenegger in Castle Age are such a bad unit, to be honest. They are like a worse knight. And then they say that, oh, but they can dodge 5 projectiles, right? Yeah, but after those 5 projectiles, they die in like 4 shots. Not really, but like 10 shots. A knight can tank a lot more damage. It would be really nice with this is... I don't know, it kind of feels like Teal is playing very weird here. The entire game feels like basically a win for you. Not because he has the worst civ, it's more because he's playing kind of bad. Like, what? Shoot! He's gonna get in here, but how? Like 4 shots and these guys are dead. I cannot rewind, but like you shot them 1 time and you have 3 mangonels standing here. They should die in like 4 seconds. Instead he breaks in. And now he's gonna 100% go for you. Oh, this is a disaster. This is the entire game going out the window, I believe. Now I lose all of these guys and the mangonel is probably gonna shoot you as soon as you stand still here. Wow, you went from taking like no damage when being 100% safe to probably lose an entire game here. Imagine if you clicked up when I told you like 3 minutes earlier when you had the Orblast now. And this is very bad. Very bad. Like, we lost so much here for nothing, to be honest. The only thing you need to do was use the mangonels on these guys. They stood there for like 1 minute, punching down our archer range. I would still say this is kind of winnable though. Like, you need Bracer right now. And then you need to like shoot. There's a lot of times you don't shoot. Like here. For example here, like they're standing here and you're walking like to the town center right into these guys instead of just sniping like 1, 2, 3, 4, forcing him to go back and then you can go forward. You also don't get your Bracer here, which is kind of understandable because you're in a very tough spot. Like the idle time here is bad. For example here now. You're just walking straight into them instead of just shooting them, right? Also, you probably don't wanna like massive stack your units when you're playing against scorpions like that. You could have staggered formation. Staggered formation, you're gonna have your units here, right? They shoot here, they get like 4 or 5. Instead you have like 30 of them stacked here. So like 2 of these guys are gonna hit like 50% of your entire health here. Instead of dealing like 2% of your entire health if they're standing like here with staggered. So I changed my mind. This is completely done now. But it's because you've taken like 2 extremely bad fights. Extremely bad fights. Like this one should never have went down. Not a chance in the entire human race. But yeah, it is what it is. I hope I dealt some insight. I think your macro behind it is very good. Like your ballistics right on time. Like your uptime is very, very nice. Very, very nice uptime. I don't even think I would have pulled that one off. But like, I think you need to realize a little bit when you need to back down and when you need to like go forward, right? When you had like 4 archers here, like the max thing you're gonna do is like push him off the wood line for like 30 seconds, 1 minute max. He's probably not even gonna care about it because he's just gonna send his 20 archers and just kill you, right? Which was kind of exactly what happened. So yeah, look your own replays and analyze what you're doing wrong is probably the thing here. Like I think this game was over when you hit castle age here. Like you were so far ahead, and then you had thousands behind it. You're like 20 villagers ahead. You forgot your whole scholar, which is kind of a newbie mistake, but everybody does it. Me as well. He forgot the bozo, so that is like equally bad. But yeah, forgetting whole scholar and getting hand card is a little bit weird, maybe. Normally you forget like this one rather than this one. But yeah, I think you in general play good. Like small tweaks here that would make this one like super easy to win from a total disaster of losing your entire base. It's like very, very like just take the dial to like a little bit more smartness with the fights. And you're gonna have a brilliant time here in the ladder, I guess. I would say that even if you like took better fights here, I would say that you could probably beat me as well as a 1900. Because your uptime is so good, your macros behind is so good. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you guys that is watching this on YouTube also enjoy it. And give me a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. And yeah, I'll see you guys around. Have a nice